Okay, we're going to do a crazy comparison. The J7 all-wheel drive versus the MAZDA CX-60. Check it out. Okay, the Mazda CX-60 is a $200,000 car. This is only a $148,000 car. Let's see whether this car can compare up to the Mazda CX-60's level. So on the exterior, this car is much smaller, but it's a looker. You know what I mean? If this car were to pass and Mazda CX-60 were to pass in front of you while you're eating your roti canai, I'm sure you will actually look at this car rather than looking at the Mazda CX-60, because CX-60 is just like your regular CX-5. Yeah, number one. So exterior wise, I think this car can compete with the Mazda CX-60, but interior wise, let's check it out. You have seen this car so many times, so I don't have to show you, but what I want to show you is the interior of the car, whether this car can rival or can compete with the Mazda CX-60. Okay, door cut. Check out the door cut. Very, very masculine, very, very Land Rover type or Range Rover type. You get your ambient lighting at the bottom here, if you can see, and everything spells macho man. Okay, you get Sony speakers, you get sports pedal, which already beats the Mazda CX-60. Check out the interior of this car. Okay, your seat controls are here, and if you check out the seat controls of the Mazda, there is no setting chrome garnish. Okay, so I have to turn down the volume for a while. Okay, so at the back of the controls, there is also another gloss black piece, so making this car looks very, very luxurious lah. So at the bottom, you can keep your handbag for ladies. Yeah, there's your USB-C and whatnot at the bottom. So let's get inside. I'm trying to, just give me a moment. Yeah, trying to maneuver through the tight spaces. Okay, so let's start the car. Where is the start stop button? Is here. Check out the materials. Okay, check out the screen. Although it's a bit smaller, but it's very colorful, full of information, and I think it beats the Mazda CX-60 lah. Okay, the Mazda CX-60, yeah, even though it comes with digital meter, the display is not interesting, it's not fascinating, so nothing special. Just another kind of like analog digital meter. Yeah, so here you get your animation of your car, you get photos, you get your music, whatever cover, song cover, album cover that you're playing. Yeah, and then here you get a mega big 14.8 inch screen, and you get all these nice background colors, background photo or background themes. Yeah, let's check out the dash cam. The car camera. So I think Mazda loses in terms of all this. Okay, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Yes, Mazda is a 360, but it's the old type, just like the BMWs. Yeah, and here you can what do you call it? You can go. Okay, you can press 3D and you can flip your car. Okay, Mazda is no touchscreen. Has no touchscreen. It's got a very small, thin, I don't know how many inch screen. So this very impressive lah. Okay. Besides the screen, let's check out the finishing. Finishing itself is also more interesting and more eye-catching versus the Mazda CX-60, which is just black on black on black. Okay, check out the inside. Okay, on the inside it doesn't have the felt, but okay, not too bad. You can put your pen here. It's not too small as well. So check out the door cut. There's the door handle, the grip, and all the rest. So in terms of comparison, let's open the sunroof. Here's the sunroof. Check it out. You can go all the way. Yeah, so what kind of rear view mirrors you get? Okay, same as the J8, not too bad, except this car does not have a frameless rear view mirror. Okay, integrated dash cam, so you can actually check out your dash cam from here. Okay, you can also record whatever footage that you need to be stored here. Okay, that is the inbuilt system or built-in system. Yeah, if you buy a Jaecoo J7, remember to get your rear, what do you call it? If you ever want to fix a rear dash cam, make sure that you fix it in the authorized Jaecoo service center. That's very important. Okay, check out the gear lever. Very interesting, very dynamic, very macho lah. So this part you get kind of brushed plastic, not brushed aluminium but brushed plastic. Here you get a wireless charger with air cool. Okay, here you get a very special place to put your tissue paper. This is a very different design, one of a kind. You get to put your tissue here, and then here, 2 compartments at the bottom is also refrigerated, or aircon can go through. So when your aircon goes through, what do you get? You get a place to store your chocolate, your drinks, and even your tissue paper is cool, because you got aircon running through. Yeah, so you have a choice whether you want to turn it on or turn it off. So in terms of impression, if you don't need such a mega big car, you have maybe four adults plus 1 kid, or 3 adults plus 2 kids. This car will also work for you, and this car is a looker, and I'm very sure this car will sell easily in the second-hand market because of the looks. So you have to understand, when you buy a car, the lifespan of the car probably 5, 6, 7 years. So at the end of 5, 6, 7 years, you want to dispose of your car, and of course you want to get the maximum resale value for your car. And I think this car will have very good resale value because, yes, although there's so many on the road, you'll get good resale value because there will be many people waiting for a used, or rather a second-hand unit, because of the looks. Okay, and the technology in the car is not too bad. Okay, check out color screen, big color center infotainment screen, and then there's nothing not to like about this car actually. So it's the only question is whether you go for a front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive or the PHEV. Okay, depends on your usage, depends on your needs, and depends on your purpose. So if the 2-wheel drive works for you, 138,000 is even much cheaper. So you don't have much worries, because if you were to buy a Mazda CX-60, which is $200,000, imagine you were to sell it in 5 years, how much money you will lose. At 138,000, how much money can you lose with this car, with the good looks? So there comes the question. Okay, so front and back, let me just show you the back. Okay, this is the back of the car. Even the back of the car, no skimping. This is also very nice, soft material, just like the front. This part, the door handles, very nice. So check out the back. The back seat may look a bit short, but the leg room is not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. You get ambient lighting. You get full panoramic roof until here. The only setback is you only have 1 aircon vent at the back here. So that's the only argument against this car. Other than that, everything is quite flawlessly executed. Okay, you want to see the boot? Let me try. Okay, boot space is not too bad. You probably have about 400 liters, I think. Yeah, my estimation. You get a rear power socket. You get this hook. You get two of them. Okay, you can hook your sotong or whatever when you buy from the market. And at the bottom you get a full-size tire. So you get a GT Comfort 225 version 1, 235/50R19 tires with a full set of rims. Yeah, so this car is not too shabby, and you can even lock it from your remote control. Check it out. Okay, in terms of size, it may be a bit smaller than a Mazda CX-60, but if you really don't need the size, this is quite a nice car to have in city driving, because when you come to parking the car, this car is much easier to park than a Mazda CX-60. Yeah. Okay, just for size comparison, this is a Omoda 5. That is a I go further. That is the Jaecoo J7. So size-wise, I think it's almost, in length-wise, I think it's almost the same. Yeah, length-wise is almost the same. So I would go for the Jaecoo J7 because there's only 2 person in my family for me, and I don't need a big mega car to drive around. Even though if I want to show off, I can show off with this car. This car is a looker. Yeah, so okay, there you have it. We have already compared the Mazda CX-60 with the J7. We have compared it with the J8, and we have compared it with the Omoda C9. So go check out all the previous videos. See you again. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support our channel. Bye bye.